I'm not your teacher, I'm not your instructor, I am your friend. I'm not here to hustle you or to con you or to sell you anything. I don't want your money. I'm not here to stroke my own ego, and I'm not here pretending to be something that I'm not. If there's something in this video that will help you through a plateau and get you to the next level of the pool world, then that's what it's for. If you already know that, or you don't want to practice that, or you're not interested, then don't watch the video. And maybe someday I'll need you to help shovel my car out of a snowdrift in Boston, or to hook me up with a hot girl at the bar, or to help me do my taxes. That's the way this works. Chances are real good I'll never call on you for that. I make these videos because I like to make them, and I like to see people excel. We all need a little bit of a push, or we all need a support system. That's what I'm here for. I'll play that rack again because I was rambling for the whole first half of it. This is an interesting table layout here. Look at all the balls on this side of the table and only 4 balls on the other side of the table. Yeah, that's a bit unusual, but it's still, if you look at it, it's a pretty easy rack and should not have been too much trouble. But I kind of made it hard on myself at the end there, and you'll see what went wrong. There's no glaring reason that I'm shooting the solids first. Both runouts on both balls are pretty easy and basic. It's just that the solids are right in front of me and there's no balls even close to each other, so it should be a simple basic runout. And of course, there's a million different ways to run a rack of 8 ball, but this is the way that I choose. You might choose a little bit different, and that's cool too. The basic is to get to the end of this video and show you what to do when you get in trouble. And we're starting with downtown, naturally, because the 8 ball's uptown and there's only 2 other balls uptown, so it's really, there's no problem here. Here we are transitioning to uptown, and what could go wrong, right? It's just 3 easy balls, 3 easy shots, and this game is over. Well, I actually thought about changing the plan right here and shooting the 5 ball first. But that wasn't my original pattern in my head, and I'm a little bit stubborn when it comes to this, and I know it's wrong, and I am working on it. But I decided against that because I'd have to pull the cue ball way back down table to get the right angle on the 6 to get right on the 8. But I'm sticking with my original plan of shooting the 6, the 5, and then the 8. But the problem here is that 5 ball is not as far back up table as I thought it was. I just kind of glanced at it before I started running out and just kind of took it for granted when I should have put a little bit more thought into this. It's between the 2nd and 3rd diamond. The angle coming off the 6 ball for this angle on the cue ball is not going to do for me what I wanted to, and I shot it with inside English, and I tried to decrease the angle, but it just, for whatever reason, it didn't work for me. So it's coming off like this angle here, so if I draw it too hard and try to get too close to that 5 ball, it's just going to run into the 5, and then I have a serious problem. So I cut down the angle a little bit with inside English, but it still left me with a bad angle. And I couldn't do much with the QO because the closer I got to the 5, the worse the angle I would have on the 5 ball. So I wound up with this. And I'm still insistent on shooting that 8 ball in the side. So what I do on the 5 ball is I try to kill the cue ball off that rail. The issue is, it worked a little bit, but not enough, and the ball just kept rolling. And this is what I wind up with. And the whole shebang is that I took this table for granted. It's a big, big, very common mistake. And you can learn from this. You don't have to do this. You just take my stupidity and learn from it. Don't ever, ever take anything on a pool table for granted. And I'm again gonna quote Hunter Lombardo, who says every single shot deserves the same amount of respect, and he is correct. Anyway, you still have this problem. So what do you do here? Well, it's 8 balls. It's you're down to the 8, but that's not the end of the story. Although I'm going offense here and shooting this 8 ball, I'm also going a little bit of defense here. So if I miss the 8 ball, I know that I'm going to get that cue ball behind that 10 ball. And before I shoot this 8 ball on video, you'll see me take a good look at how much room I have behind that 10 ball and exactly where I need to hit that rail. So the plan is to cut the living heck out of this 8 ball while still getting behind that 10 ball and leaving him with only one single shot to hit that 10 ball. So it's going to look something like this. And if I miss that 8 ball, at least I know I'm not just handing him the game on a silver platter. Now, if you're playing a high-level pool player, what he's going to do is play a safety back on you. And at the same, he's going to hit that 10, he's going to knock out that cluster right there, so he doesn't have any problems with that. And he's still going to get the cue ball safe, and he's probably going to beat you. But you're kind of hoping, at least you didn't give it to him, and maybe he'll make a mistake just like you did. At the highest level, 8 ball is an offensive game. It's really, really tough to play a decent safety in this game, but it doesn't mean you have to be an idiot about it either. So if you get yourself in a jam, understand that you're still at the table, you're still in control, you still have options, and you're just going to have to use your brain a little bit more than normal. That's it. What do you say we go back and watch this whole game from start to finish and see where that cue ball ends up at the end of the game?